Look, 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 look. Look, 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 look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this. Look at this.
Now they're wearing Kotex on their ears. It's reminiscent of when they were wearing diapers. Remember when the MAGA nuts showed up to one of the rallies wearing diapers? I forget what they were wearing the diapers for, what it was in support of, but yeah, it's a cult. Anywho, last night at the RNC, Donald Trump gave his nomination acceptance speech. It was an hour and a half long. And it started on a unifying vibe. He was talking about his experience, even though we view it as being exaggerated. He was talking about the experience. And then this happened. Yeah, after he talked about his experience, it moved into him honoring Corey Campatori. Campatori, I believe is how you pronounce his name. And yeah, they had this mannequin with the firefighter outfit on it, and Donald Trump went over and kissed the helmet. Right? They're honoring this man, and they want you to know that they care so much about this man, but they couldn't even spell his name right on the jacket. Now this is supposed to be his jacket and his helmet. And maybe on the jacket there was only enough spaces and so his name was spelt wrong. But I would think that the RNC would make note of that and say, no, we've got to make alterations to this because we're giving a tribute to this man. We're honoring this man who lost his life. Yeah, we got to fix this. But they didn't. And so, yeah, it makes me wonder how much they cherish this man and how much they truly honor this man. Or are they just using this man's death as political talking points to make them look good? Anywho, we still don't know what's going on or what happened with Donald Trump medically. All we know is that he's got a Kotex on his ear. He's talking about all of this blood that was running down his hands and stuff, but we've seen pictures where his hands have no blood. He talked about all of this blood running and gushing from his ear, and we've seen pictures with blood around his ear, but not gushing and running the way he described it. So you would think they would release the medical records that would tell us exactly what happened, because he's saying that his ear was blown off. MAGA nuts are saying that his ear was blown off, but we can see he still has an ear. And so we've got these questions, and the only person that I've seen talking about this was Michael Steele on MSNBC, and this is what he had to say.
Night in the Band-Aid. That's fine. Where I am at this point is it's been 3 days going on 4 since this horrific event occurred. A person lost their life, 2 have been severely injured, and yet we've not received a medical report from the hospital, nor have we received a medical report from the campaign or from the Trump organization about the extent of the damage to his ear.
Right.
If he was shot by a high caliber bullet, there should probably be very little ear there. And so we'd like to know that. Is there cosmetic surgery involved? What is the prognosis for recovery? Were there stitches?
Right.
What is the extent and nature of the damage to his ear?
Right.
Was it caused by a bullet, as opposed to, as some reports from those on the scene, other reporters, saying that it was actually shards of glass from the teleprompter itself, not
Right.
the bullet. So there are a lot of questions.
A lot of
that
questions.
here. And yet there's been no response to that. Instead, just showing the image of the man coming into
Right.
the hall with the wounded ear.
Let me jump
so
in
that's
on
the
that.
politics.
Let me jump in on that, and then we'll continue. We're looking at that photo. Michael Steele is correct. While there is a certain amount of time that could be understandable for any medical scenario, the calls around the current president's medical condition, the questions around his capacity, right, are also the same questions you have in a medical event like this. Certainly, the public would want to know as much as possible about both incidents, and the Trump campaign has not been the most transparent. So I think getting medical records and briefing on that at some point would be appropriate.
I suspect, it is my opinion, that they aren't being forthcoming on that medical information because what's written in the medical report doesn't match the image that they are trying to portray. In November, there are 435 seats up for re-election in Congress. Vote blue. In November, there will be a Democrat candidate for president and there will be a Republican candidate for president. Vote blue. I'll see y'all later.